Alright. It is indeed Wednesday, and we spun the wheel, and we landed on SMRPG, and I'm low-key kind of excited about that, because I know we've had a lot of PAPE, and PAPE has been a good time, but I've been kind of getting the itch for SMRPG, as you do. Oh, man. Oh, do I have the file? Again, it's just going to be kind of the same stuff. Just seeing how quickly we can complete this. Yeah, this one. This one. Yeah, of course, just real quick for those of you that may not know or new or haven't ever seen a randomizer before for SMRPG, we are shuffling all of the key items everywhere in the world. Any chests, side quests, whatever could be a key item. The only place key items can't be are in the shops, because that would feel a little too cheap. We are also shuffling seed and fertilizer. Bright card is not in the shuffler, and I'll tell you why. That is important in a minute. Of course, we are shuffling 6 stars. We are randomizing the party members, only their spots, or which spots we can get them. We're going to start with one party member, which is going to be Mario in this case. So we can pick them up in Mushroom Way, the Forest, the Mines, and Marrymore. Kind of the vanilla story locations and such, but they're all randomized. So Peach could be in the Mines, Gino could be at Marrymore, all that noise. Of course, palette changes, because palette changes are so fun when it comes to these randomizers. Of course. Of course, randomizing all of the chest contents, so we can get almost anything. Shop Shuffler is also on any non-key items, so all of the best tier items can appear. Boss Shuffler is on, including QLEX, because it's fun to see if we will find QLEX or not when it comes to these. Because he's kinda... It can be interesting, depending on where we run into QLEX, whether it's the first boss with Hammer Brothers and he only has 100 HP collectively, or later on. He can be a little tricky, based off of where we find him. But he's still fun to find. Experience invincibility stars. Also, when we get all the star pieces, when we get 6 star pieces, when we get the bright card from Booster's Tower, we can go to Great Guy's Casino and he will warp us all the way to Smithy Fight. We don't have to go to Bowser's Castle. We don't have to do Factory. None of that. So again, I do this settings for time. Just again, keep driving down the time. So, again, I've got to get a list for these settings of how fast my time is. I could probably pull up the YouTube and tell you guys. Which, of course, if you don't know, we do have a YouTube, and all of these are uploaded. So there are a ton of SMRPG randomizer videos that you guys can go back and watch with all kinds of different settings and such. Also, hi, Zardragon and Booster. That's a thing. Yeah, I could look that up real quick. G. Based off of time. No, that's the remake replay through. Yeah, we have had some fast seeds, but again, I just like to continue to drive down the time. If we can get sub 2 hour, 145. If we get something that fast, we'll figure out something to do with it. We'll figure out something to do after. Yay, some RPG! Got a lurk. Hope you're well and good on the scene. EK, thank you. Enjoy the lurk. I'm glad you're here. Glad all you guys are here, of course. I'm always happy to see y'all. Again, it would not be anything if I did not have each and every one of you cute gamers with this. It makes a community. We will go ahead and just get into it. Also, let me make sure Steam is closed, because I still have not fussed with the settings to make sure that Steam does not interfere with randomizers. But yeah, we have something with a Mario. Or Marlin in this case, I guess. Good. Name it after me. But yeah, with all that being said, we will go ahead and just kick this seed off in 3, 2, 1, let's go! I really do love randomizers, because again, you get to play games that you love, which, again, if you're getting into randomizers, either a game that you know really well or that you really like, that would be my best suggestion for a starting randomizer. But it scratches that nostalgia itch with new challenges, like, you know, quote-unquote a fresh coat of paint with, like, the palette shufflers and stuff. And for some cases, it definitely does take a lot less time than playing the OG game all the way through. Alright, we're gonna do our around the world check, as we do. Go literally around the world. Check every place that has any free treasure chests, shops for equipment, or any key items. Fuzzy shirt. Also, yes, Peach. I forget what Peach's palette is, but we'll figure that out once we get into the shops. I don't know if it's like Palutena or whatever it is, since she has that green hair and the pink dress. If it was close enough, she could almost be close to Bullseye Duck Sit over here with the palette colors. Wouldn't that be a thing? Get our free item, Star Gun. That's actually the best equipment for Gino, who in these settings, since we have not randomized party members or equipment, we might go back to those in the future. But right now, again, it's just wanting to be fast, even though I still kind of take my sweet time looking stuff over. Again, it's just all about, because I have done equipment shufflers, I have done spell stat shufflers, we've done 7-star, we've done a lot of it. So right now I just want to go fast. But I will say, for those of you in Twitch chat, you do have the option of making me play such a seed where I would have to do those things. I think it's !rando. Again, I've got so many commands. It's either !rando or !smrpg for the website. Or it's just speedruns.smrpgrandomizer.com. Even if you just Google SMRPG Randomizer, you will find it. But you guys could redeem making a seed for me. And not just SMRPG, it could be PAPE, it could be whatever. I think it's only PAPE and SMRPG, because I would not be confident in a Zooter or DK64 randomizer seed that was made by chat. Because even at the base game, I'm still not confident in those. But we keep learning. That's why they're on the Wheel of Rando, is so we have a chance to play those without the obligation of finishing them, but if we get close, then that's fantastic. Alright. That is our one free item check. We get another one once we clear the forest, because Gaz has an item. But yeah, we check all the places with treasure chests, and we check all the shops. Yoshi candy. Ooh, you got red essence. That's very nice. We grab red essence just in case, because again, with boss shuffler on, we have no idea who we're going to run into once we start running the bosses. Because the bosses, of course, is how we get the stars. There's going to be no other way we can get them. It's just beating the bosses. And it doesn't even have to be the bosses where you initially get the stars. Any boss can have it. Okay, we got hero, attack, Jinx belt? Nah, we'll go Quartz Charm. Okay, so the Peach palette is Palutena. I was correct. Shoutouts to Pidge01 for making fun palettes and naming them in such a manner. I know she probably had a ball coming up with all kinds of different like palettes and names and things like that. Okay. One of the main things that we look for when going around in the shops, we look for the best equipment. Also, seed. Okay, well, we are halfway to the gardener. If only he came out here and checked behind the sign, he would be close to having a legendary plant. But we look for the best equipment, be it the end game or anything close to that, because that's all shuffled in. Or the super suit, because the super suit is also shuffled in. And everybody can wear the super suit, especially since we have free shops on, and it's not crazy expensive. Or we could even find one, if we so wish. If the rando is nice. The super suit is really good. The accessories I like to have for the group ring game are typically Quartz Charm, because of the all stats Geno boost. And then Attack Scar for Mario, since it's exclusive and it makes them a lot more powerful. And then of course, like, endgame weapons, Star Gun for Geno, Frying Pan for Peach. I'm forgetting the name of the shell that you give Mario. But the big giant shell. And just all the endgame equipment we can find for our group. Cricket Jam. I mean, Cricket Jam is nice, but even in Randomizer, it still only gets you 10 frog coins, as it does in Vanilla. Oh, Sleepy Bomb would be good. The other items I like to get are, of course, Red Essence, Sleepy Bomb, Rock Candy, Sia. I like to get these specific items just because of what they serve for us as we go throughout the seed. Again, Red Essence if we need it, if we run into a tough boss. Sia so we can run away from enemies, because I don't want to do all the encounters along the way. Rock Candy, self-explanatory, big damage item, especially if you have your party members boosted. Sleepy Bombs, because there are bosses that are susceptible to, Lazy Shell, that was it. There are bosses that are susceptible to Sleepy Bomb, and makes them that much easier. Let's see. Let me go ahead and grab a Lazy Shell, just in case. Royal Dress, that's Peach's endgame equipment, if we don't find the super suit off the bat. Everything else is looking good. I'll grab a Sticky Glove and two, because we don't know who we're gonna get. We honestly don't know what order of party members we're gonna get, so it's best to have everybody as best equipped as possible. Also, yes, all of these chests you are seeing in kind of semi-random spots, this settings does also have all of the invisible chests visible. So if you kind of want to go around and learn where all the invisible chests are that you ever may have missed or not looking up a guide, you can run it in this setting. Oh. Valentina Inguridovich. That might be a little concerning since Euridovich is kind of magic-based, and Valentina is pretty much all magic-based. Like, she is powerful. So that might be a little concerning. We'll see. You've also got red essences. Pick up a whole bunch of flower jars just to kind of max out our flower points ahead of time. Whoops. And of course, if y'all have any questions, I will do the best of my ability in order to answer them. Because I do feel like I am pretty knowledgeable when it comes to SMRPG and/or SMRPG Randomizer. But I know I'm not the greatest. That is reserved for Pidge. Pidge01, absolutely the queen of SMRPG and SMRPG lore. And the Randomizer dev, so. Oop, okay, we got some rock candies. Also got Sonic symbols. Super Suit! Good to see you. Let's go. No, I don't want to hear about the squid. Well. And the other thing is that we do have stars, and they do scale based off of how many stars we've collected. Not these stars. But I always leave that star there, just in case at the very end, if our levels are looking a little low, that we can kind of go back there and get some extra experience real quick, just to maybe kind of bolster some of our party's levels. Since towards the very end, we should be getting a decent amount of experience from superstars. Monster Town. Man, I have just such nostalgia for SMRPG. I played it so much when I was a kid, because we got it, or my parents got it for us, roughly around the time of release, and I was maybe like 10 or so when it came out. I know, aging myself, whatever. But, after it came out, my brother wasn't crazy about it, but it's like my parents were like, it's a Mario game, what could go wrong? But, I absolutely took to it. Loved it. Played and beat it every summer. Studied the player's guide little magazine that it came with, or that came out. Yo, actually pick-me-ups in stores? We almost never get this lucky. We get pick-me-ups just in case. There are some enemy encounters that can drop pick-me-ups, but the big important thing is, especially for endgame, most of the time you shouldn't have to be worrying about picking up your party, especially once you get Peach and her heal spell. But pick-me-ups will be good for picking up Peach in the very end in case something one-shots her. So, also quick hydration check while we're mashing here. Alright, you got in the randomizer, you gotta wait for that line. Cricket Pie, okay. That would actually be a check back with Frog Fuchsius in Tadpole Pond. That's actually considered a check. Yeah, it has been... I don't know, it has been a hot minute, I feel, since we've actually found pick-me-ups in shops. Instead of trying to maybe get lucky and get them off of enemies. I mean, it's like it's not that big a deal, especially if you play your cards right. But, it still helps. It would still help to be able to pick up your healer or whoever else you need, in case they go down. Nothing we really need here. I'm honestly thinking for the most part, we got really lucky with that star gun drop. But for the most part, we should have everything I want for our team here. I can actually honestly sell a lot of stuff too. I think I might go do that just to kind of shrink the inventory a little bit. Don't need these. Since we've got pretty much everything that's endgame, we shouldn't have to worry about stuff. Don't need those because we got super suits. Lazy Shell I'll keep just in case, because you never know. Alright, we're gonna go down the volcano because there are 2 more checks in the volcano that honestly I learned about from playing randomizers. Also, Punchinello is Valentina. Okay. That's another thing. Even if you think you know quite a bit about a game, the randomizer is going to teach you so much more, especially when it comes to locations with item checks. Whoops. Oh. Mario! Mario, please. And by Mario, I mean me. Oh. It is just not my day! It is not my day. And I do not have a CO, so we're gonna hope. Whew, okay. Okay, Mario's gonna get a few levels here off the bat. I'll take it. Alright. That was why we went ahead and put the equipment on, because if little bump level 1 Mario went into like one of the last endgame dungeons. Ill-equipped. Go! I am bad at this today. I don't know if it's just because my hands are sweaty, because it's hot, what? Or if it's just because it's been a hot minute since we've played SMRPG. Who knows? Alright, we are done. Didn't mean to go there. We are done, but we're not going exactly back to the end game, because there is one more check that I want to make. That is kind of over here at Land's End. Because typically, depending on what boss we get over here, I mean, we don't even have to fight the bosses, but I just find it better and a little faster maybe to go in this order. So perfect, no doggos. No doggos, but froggos. Isn't that double frog coin there? Right, we're gonna save here, because the bees can be mean. Bees. Bees, please! Oh no, I do have to see ya. Okay. I forgot! But yeah, bees can be very fast, they can also be very mean. So we try to avoid the bees early game. But again, just doing some of the checks, because once we do these checks, we will not have to come back here again. There's no reason. The wallet. Okay. I don't know. I mean, the wallet is kind of a check, I think, but I've never had anything be important on him. But it's this check right here. Unless you come up this way to get that treasure chest, temple key, I'm gonna get down. Unless you come that way to get that chest, it's only a flower. You can't cheese your way by jumping on the booze in order to get up there. Alright, but a temple key. That opens up some checks for us in Below May's Temple further on. Alright, we'll go ahead and save, and again, since we're here, and this is kind of an early dungeon and we've got some nice equipment. Vanilla? Ah, not vanilla. Semi-vanilla. Semi-vanilla. Uh-oh. This might be a problem. This might be a problem. Having Below May 2 and his ability to clone. Just need to get him out of here. Alright. Oh yeah. Yeah, and then he's not a big deal. Done. Yeah, with good equipment and even one character, that boss is typically pretty easy. Again, depending on who it is. Attack. No star. Rip. And save one more time, since we already did that. Just in case whoever's going to be waiting for us, because we get both bosses. We get both sewers bosses. Because we got this guy, which I should go ahead and mark. So, we did Below May 1, but it was Below May 2. Who would have thought? And then we've got the Pandorite, who is typically kind of hard, but again, in randomizers you can actually make this guy kind of simple. Again, don't really want any additional fights. Who is it? Magikoopa. That would honestly be really scary. if he wasn't 300 HP. Because yes, in Boss Shuffler, I put it where bosses do not scale, so they typically take on the HP and I think some of the stats of whatever boss is there. So, being able to one-shot Magikoopa is actually kind of a good thing. Especially since I would not want to go through egg phase. No, 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 no. Flower jar, no star. Rip. Alright, but Magikoopa. One of the in-game bosses. Then we get out of here. Sadly, SMRPG does not have like a go home item yet, or I don't know if they will in the future. Does not have a go home or leave the dungeon item like Pape does, like the Homeward Shroom. Alright, but now we start all the way back at the beginning. We've got some really good equipment. We've got some decent items. We're rescuing Gino! Cool. One of my endgame party members. And we do not skip these fights, because typically you could. But since the items that the Toad typically gives you when you're rescuing him, i.e. your party member, it could be something nice. I don't think I've ever seen it ever be a key item or anything that was important, but you never know. Whoops. Well, I completely flubbed that, so we're just gonna go ahead and defeat these Goombas. Typically I can do the flower jumps, but again, be a little off my groove today. Maybe that could be something I add to the sound alerts for chat. If you guys would like that. If I did the Emperor's New Groove where Kuzco's like, you threw off my groove! Or like that whole scene with him and the old man. Who knows? Goodie bag. I mean, that would be nice if I needed the money. Alright, who's over here? Blooper! Or King Calamari. We'll take it. And this should not be a concerning fight whatsoever. The only thing is, like, this is still possibly a death by 1,000 cuts. Because they still do damage. They can still do damage. We've still got to work our way through the fight. Even if they only have... I don't even know what the distribution of this for 100 HP would be. For, what, 9 targets? 2 sets of 3, 2, and then Calamari's head. Nah, 9. I don't know, they probably have less than 10. They would have to have less than 10 HP apiece. Because typically for the biggest part of the boss, they give the lion's share of the points. Some super suits, we don't get poisoned. What, our next party member, now that we're rescuing Gino, our next party member we're gonna pick up in the forest maze. Now, we don't know who that is. We don't even know who the boss is, because you just walk into the room. Or no, scratch that. We do know who the party member is, because they do the forest maze wandering like Gino does in Vanilla. No star, though. Biscuits. And that was Calamari. Oh wait, I don't need to come back here. We've already done this. So we're gonna go get Karako. Oh, who is Yurinovich? Huh. Okay. That's gonna be semi-interesting. I also do need to get Gino equipped up, so he'll be ready to go. Again, shoutouts to that lucky star gun. It's me. I am just not a jumper today. Yeah, run, fool! Come over here, because there's a chest being guarded by the doggo. Swag. But yeah, Chad, do we think this is going to be an all bosses seed today? We've only done, what, 3 bosses so far? Doggo jump, dog jump, doge jump. Ah, poo. Okay. Typically, you're supposed to be able to... As you saw, Mario was getting some sick height off of jumping on those doggos while having the superstar. Which you can do in vanilla as well. Well, we check it just in case, but I don't think I've ever seen anything important over there. But you never know! It could be the rule of 95%. 95% of the time, there's nothing important that you need in that check, and the 5% of the time, there is. And you forget it because you write it off, and then you kind of mess yourself up. Come here, old man! Oh. Stupid plants. He keeps running back and forth to these same 2 places. Ugh. Alright. We should have Eurytovich, though. Yeah. Easy. We get fertilizer, Lamb's Lord, no star. But now we could go back to Rosetown and turn in those and get the gardener's boxes check. That and get rid of it. Alright. Save. Same rule applies in any and all RPGs, kids. Save early, save often. Come back here, because we're going to take out whoever Mac is. Oops. Missed the timing on the door. Excuse me. We always try once. I have pulled off a max skip in Randomizer, but it has been a hot second. Because see, somehow when I make the jump on top of the guy's head, 1, I trigger the cutscene, and 2, I kind of miss whatever key it is. I could not see the devs, the rando devs, patching out max skip. I mean, maybe? I don't know. There's just gotta be something about it. But hey, crock of wood. Yeah, it's not gonna help, buddy. Alright, will we get a star from the Chancellor? This is where you typically get the first star. Hey, let's go! Vanilla first star! We take those. And that was Graco 1. Very good. I'm mosey my way on out of here. Alright, and again, since we have defeated the Kero Sewers bosses, we don't have to go in there anymore. I am gonna go over here just to see what Frog Fuchsias might have from turning into Cricket Pie. We'll see. Flower box. Oh, and we're already full. Because of all the items they've given us. Oops. We might need to cut down. Thanks. And that sound was me giving the cricket jam, and it gave us the 10 frog coins. Do you have anything cool? Let me sell you some stuff. We should need the mushrooms. I'll use those. The goodie bag is useless. That's funny. Because typically the goodie bag should have a lot of money in it. In the OG game. Alright, we're not going to use any of that. Use the flower items. Alright, to a forest maze. Who are we rescuing in here? If it's Peach, it's gonna be fantastic. We still need to go ahead and defeat a lot of the bosses, but the main thing is with the key item shuffler is some key items open checks, like rooms with chests in them, and some we need to open the way to entirely clear the dungeon and its bosses, namely the Bambino Bomb in Moleville, and Castle Key 1 and 2 in Nimbus Land with Valentina's Castle. Oops. We have been locked out of those before. We have indeed been locked out of those before. Nope, see you. But those are the 3 main important key items we need to find. Wake up! Man, it's like you can't beat the OG and you can't beat the SMRPG remake in all of its charm and appearance and sound and everything. You can't beat either of them. Because honestly, for me, it's kind of hard to pick between the OG and the remake. Like, the remake was fantastic. They knocked it out of the park. One of my favorite games of 2023. 100%. Just, the OG just still has so much charm, and it still looks so good. I feel like it aged so well, and there's still people to this day that play this game. Either vanilla, rando, speedrun, low level, which, who knows, maybe we'll do some low level in the future. Should the itch arise. Alright, who we saving? Mallow! Okay. I mean, we'll take Mallow. We'll take Mallow. Which means Bowser and Peach are in the mines or Marymore. So many enemies! I need you to move! This bee is tenacious. Oh, gosh. Too many enemies! Just get me out of here. They are maximizing the amount of enemies that can be in every room. Alright. Oh, hi! I forget which one this is. I know it's one of the Smithy endgame bosses. Manager. I almost said manager. Because when it's clerk, manager, and director. And then the, ding dong with a gun yoke. Alright, but we put his ads to sleep. Otherwise, if we take them out, one, they can do really annoying attacks that invokes fear. Two, if we take them out, he'll just summon more. And I don't think that accounts for our experience either. So we just put them to sleep. Because they are all susceptible to sleep. And take them out one by one. Easy peasy. No star. No vanilla second star. Unfort. That was manager. Go ahead and get Mallow equipped, because he's gonna be here for a minute. We go back to Rosetown because Gaz has an item. And we can do the gardener. Flower tab, okay. Which get your Geno spins and hypers and all those emotes in chat because the gardener's gonna go off. The gardener's gonna pop off. Where is it? There it is. Sure. There you go. Alright. So one more time, he's not done. One more time. Never let it be said the humor in this game is fantastic. Just the kind of comedic timing it has. Work pants and coins, okay. Again, 95% rule. You never know if there could be something nice over here, so we have to check. And we get the fun little gardener cutscene. Alright, but it does look like we are coming up on ads! As we do. 3 minutes of ads every hour, no more, no less. This gives us a chance to take a stretch break and also prevent anybody that's coming in from getting smacked with ads between like 15 and 45 seconds. I forget. When they come in the stream. So I do appreciate y'all's patience and hope you get a stretch break in as well. I'm going to do so as well. And hydrate. But real quick, we're gonna see who this boss is over here. And see how quickly we might defeat them. I think here, back here. Wait a second. I forget what the exact trick is to make the— oh, hey! There you are. What the exact trick was to make them. It's the clerk. Alright. Same song as the manager. Sleepy Bomb. See if we can take this guy out before the ads go off. Not that you guys are missing anything. Other than possibly me getting a star. We'll see. And I do appreciate everybody that is hanging out today and hope y'all are having a fantastic Wednesday. And if not, I hope it gets better course. Trust me, I know. Sometimes life be lifin', and you can't avoid that. You gotta take care of yourself. I don't know. We got a star? Castle key 2! And a star! Let's go! One of the 3 important items, though we still need Castle Key 1. But I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. Also, I'm gonna get out of the way. I'm gonna park myself next to Paw Mole before we do the bomb while the ads go off, and I'll see you guys on the other side. I appreciate y'all's patience. Just finish marking this. Okay, that was Croco 2, and that was the clerk. A lot of endgame bosses so far. Alright, ads are going. I'll see you guys on the other side, and I will be right back. Alright. Perfect timing. Thank you for your patience. The ads are indeed over. Pommel. Oh. Wait, I don't have the Bambino bomb. What am I doing? Come all the way over here. We got a key item. Thought I had the bomb. I didn't. It's just like, hey, dude. It's like, hey, dude, I'm still waiting for a bomb to get my kids out. What are you doing? I blame the heat. And I blame IRL. Sometimes that's how it be. On we go. Maybe I would have figured that out had I actually talked to Paul Mole and been like, oh yeah, you don't have the item, ding dong. I like how the fireballs are the minions for Zardragon. That's funny. Again, boss shuffler can lead to some hilarious mix-ups with sprites and stuff. The best one probably being a boss that's in the Zardragon spot that has minions. Because since, you know, in vanilla, when it's Zardragon, you have all these fireballs swirling around to form him. But instead it's all of the minions before the boss appears. Shoutouts to the rando devs for all of their humor. Alright, save. Alright, and this is the same every single time. 6, 5, 3, 1, 2, 4. Could you imagine if somehow I fudged up the order? Bambino Bomb! There it is! Now we got it! That's all. That's what we need. Now we can go back and rescue the kids and whichever party member is stuck in the back of the mines. Gosh, I can't Mario today, chat! I cannot Mario. Again, I blame the heat. Because it's freaking hot and there's a heat wave. Ugh. I never even expected we would get a heat wave in June. Typically that would be like July or August for the Mid-South. Ugh. Castle Key 1! Huzzah! We've got all the items! All the important items! We can go ahead and clear all the dungeons if necessary. Love to see it. Alright, so Booster Tower. Very beneficial. We are still going to go ahead and check all the chests. Just because they could still have good items in them. Or equipment. Though I guess at this point, we don't really need equipment. Alright, who's Booster? Or no, we know who Booster is, but we don't know who Knife Guy Great Guy is. Of course, now we get to see the cutscene of the fireballs or the Potaboos doing the curtain minigame. Alright. I also appreciate that they changed the sprites of the dolls to match whatever palette happens in the randomizer. In canon. Because like you see, you have the Marlin doll, and then you have the Palutena Peach doll sitting in the basket. Very cute. Sup? Hey, getting, what, 2 stars and all the key items we need in less than an hour? That's not bad, but we do need to find some more stars. We got 4 more to go. And again, every single boss, including this one, has a chance of dropping a star. Now, unfortunately, there is no way to tell which bosses have a star at the moment, so you kind of just gotta feel it out. Just kind of go off of order or vibes or whatever else. Bye! No star though, son of a biscuit. Alright, who's that and Zardragon? Oh, Jinx won, okay. That's not terrible. Valor up, which means he's close to done. He do be fast though. Oh my gosh. Alright. Will he have a star? No. Dadgummit. Knife guy, great guy, and Jinx won. And we're gonna go back, because after we clear Booster's Tower, we can run into Knife Guy, and he can get us the Great Guard, the Bright card. The Bright card. Which again, we're going to be using for Great Guy's Casino, since he can warp us directly to Smithy when we get everything. And also, since I've got all the important key items, I also don't need to check the Masher's chest. What's up? Also, shoutouts to them making it you just have to win one time with this guy to get the Bright card. Alright. We are done. We are out of here. Well, hey, first try. Sometimes you can land on that seesaw, and it doesn't take. Alright. Or know what? We could go to Booster Pass, but honestly we don't really need to. Because mainly I go over here for checks. But since we've got all 3 important key items, and we kind of have a source, we kind of have shops that are sources of all the items I want for in-game, kind of not important. Also, Bunt is Bowyer. Alright. Alright, who are we rescuing? Who's got a hot date at the altar? See what I did there? It's Bowser. So Peach is stuck in the mines, but at least we can go get her now that we've got Bambino Bomb. Wait, you know what? I would have to go back and check. Come here. Oh. There we go. Typically this is the sniffets you run into, but that was the Zardragon fireballs, or the Potaboos. I don't know if we've ever experienced that. Having other bosses that have minions be fetching the items instead of the sniffets in that cutscene. Hey, there's another star! Halfway there! We're less than an hour! That's what we like to see! Alright, bunt. And sorry, Bowser, you're not gonna get used. We're going back to the mines, we're gonna get Peach out of there, and go on our merry way. Merry way, leaving merry more. I'm full of puns today, chat. Alright, back we go. Alright. Now that we're in the mine proper... Give me that. Oh. Mario! Oh. This is fine. Because those bombs don't really matter, because we can just hop. I remember feeling so scared of this area when I was a kid. Of course, young Bullseye, as much of a fan as she was as this game, when she was first playing it, she was never very good at grinding bosses, or grinding minions. Not until later playthroughs. But I would get so scared of this area because I was so underleveled. I don't even remember because that was years ago. But, trying to make the jump over the bombs, and it's like, wait, can I make it? Because I never made it with the star. But, I feel like I remember being so shocked by that. Pandorite. Okay. Made me take those. Sup? Yeah, the main reason we're coming in here to get Peach is, of course, beat the bosses. We have chances for stars. But also Peach is a part of my endgame party because she has group heal and a free, nearly free revive. And that's very important. She can also be kind of strong. And if not, we can just have her chuck rock candies. No star, though. That's fine. If there was gonna be another star, that kind of would have been amazing. Peach, I'm here to save you! Oh, you wanna go on the minecart ride? Okay. We'll go on the minecart ride and we will honk the minecart horn. Because again, one of those things I never knew about the game as a child was that there was a horn for the minecart. Until I saw a speedrun of it. Never knew. Young Bullseye and me was flabbergasted the day I saw a speedrun with that and them honking the horn in the minecart. Like, what? If you look at that the wrong way, it can get you a little dizzy. Take the fast way. Guess I could have used a mushroom there. Alright, we should be on pace for a 215. Or definitely a sub 215. Whoops. Whew, okay. On the last mushroom, because you go incredibly slow if you aren't boosting through that entire path. Alright. We might as well go to Star Hill. Might as well go to Star Hill. We'll read some of the wishes since I know some of them repeat, but I don't know how many new wishes there will be. I wish for more wishes. Yeah. Okay, I think that's the Mallow Wish, so I'm not gonna read that one. I wish Ridley I weren't too big to fit in this game. Oh. Told you, chat, I can't Mario today. Oh, right. I already read that one. I wish I was a baller. What? I wish Gina was in Smash, so do a lot of people. Wish someone would play randomizers with me, oh. I would totally play randomizers with you, whoever you are. Because I do like playing randomizers. I do especially like playing SMRPG randomizer. Or PAPE, or if I can play one of the randomizers I want to be better acquainted with, like, Donk or Zooter. I wish the Bowser Warp was still a thing. Then it'd just be better to play it with a buddy that knows it a lot better than I do. Because I mean, it'd be kind of like me teaching somebody about PAPE, in that matter. What star am I missing? Oh my word, I can't Mario today, chat. There it is. Alright, will we find a star? Will we find a star on Star Hill? It's only happened a handful of times. I wish I could get a sub 3 hour, true. And that's either in randomizers or that's likely in any percent. No star! No star. I wish for fish. Oh, I wish I hadn't killed that fish. Boy, that was a juxtaposition real quick! Oh, rip. Like, I know the wishes are randomized too, but oh my gosh. That was a quick 180 right there. And the question is, were they made by the same person? Again, shoutouts to the devs for just kind of inserting some humor into the randomizer by changing up the wishes. Again, we really don't need to check anything over here since we've got all the items we need. Go ahead and save. And then again, that means time save, so we will take it. 100%. There, pearls. Birdo? Birdo. Okay. Oh, we got Peach. I forgot to change up my party. That's fine. What's up? Haha, nice miss. Because I do believe the hot egg is undodgeable in OG. But Birdo's gonna have a lot of HP, because King Calamari does, typically. There. And from this point on, Gino and Bowser's HP, or whatever, is not gonna matter. Oh, Birdo thinks I'm cute. Yes. Yes, chat is- all of chat is cute. Never forget that. Alright, let's get them. Swap in Palutena, i.e. Peach. Frying pan. This frying pan is the best. And Quartz Storm. Alright, everybody's set up for endgame. No star though, sadly. Let me do that. Birdo. Not endgame bosses. Not endgame bosses. It is step back from Lyric's team seat is going well. It is. It is going pretty darn well. Even though I can't Mario a lot today. Because for whatever reason, my movement is terrible. Again, I blame... Case in point. I blame the heat and I blame IRL. Again, don't have to do chest checks. So we've got everything we need. But anything along the way that might be nice, I'll check it just in case. Yeah, Marioing is hard. It is. It is. You also missed a really fantastic wish combo. Because we did check a couple of the wishes on Star Hill, which did not have a star. But one of them immediately said, I wish for fish. Nice. I wish for fish, and then immediately the next one said, I wish I hadn't killed that fish. It's like, wow! Ow! Rude? We need to get Peach some HP. Good gosh. Hey, group hug, and the HP like I wanted. Let's go. You heard it was great. Oh, good. Pick me up, no star. Alright, we continue. One more boss in here. I just hope the other wish wasn't granted to that second one. But yeah, with the context of that wish, it's like... I wish I hadn't killed that fish. It's like, are you wishing for the fish to be revived? Dang it. I mean, like, a lot of these wishes are like memes or references and stuff. Ugh. gonna get cornered in the hallway! Oh my gosh, this fish! But chat, I do hope you guys are staying hydrated and cool wherever you are. Like, I've heard that we're supposed to get a break in whatever this heat wave bubble roof ridge thing. Again, I've heard it all called that this week in the forecasts that I've read, or even the images that I've seen about the map of all the heat maps across the US. It's like it's supposed to lessen, and I really hope that's the case, especially by this weekend, since, you know, Pokemon Go Fest. Should be a good time. Yeah, just please stay hydrated and take care of yourselves. We finally got a storm last night. It's 77 today. Gib! I would take it. We actually did get a little tiny thunderstorm around here last night, but it did not decrease the heat by any means. If anything, it made it more humid. Unfort. Yeah, it was like late last night. It was like 10, 11 o'clock when we got that. Yeah, hate that. Yo. That's just what happens. Is that you really don't want to see it rain for any short amount of time when it's super hot. Otherwise it just gets super humid and sticky. And ugh. As you do. Got them watering the garden, then the storm rolled in like 5 minutes later. Oh no! Well, I guess at least you got the nitrogen-charged water that your plants will thrive off of. What's up, Jinx? Done. Again, Bowser and Mallow's stats from this point on do not matter. Star! Let's go! Star number 4! Love to see it. Oh gosh, I'm forgetting who was where. Who was Pandorite? Oh, countdown. Countdown. Nice, doing well. Your squash plants are getting big. Nice! I do hope you do not have the squash bug or the vine borer problem. Keep an eye out for that. Because they can be tenacious. Like this time of year, vine borers are absolutely obnoxious. Alright, let's go, Valentina. Oh, wait. Uh-oh. Peach. Peach, I need you to live. Ow! Red essence right now. Ow. You jerk. Forgot about Dodo. This is why we carry the red essences. Yeah, go on, get. Thanks for the heads up. You lost your watermelon to bugs last year too? No! I forget what time of year they become more active. But, again, as long as you're diligent, you can, like, protect them. I mean, there are other methods you can do in order to protect against them. We just try to go for more, like, organic, natural methods. Like, you know, non-pesticides. But y'all do what you need to do, what you can do to get your garden. Any good natural remedies for bugs? Squashing them. squashing them and their eggs, watching for them. Nice. I don't know if tenting or putting nets down in any way would help. We haven't ever done that before, but you never know. No star. Creeper flag. That's the Musty Fears. Alright, but since we do not have the shed key, we can't let the citizens out. But again, honestly, we're looking pretty good, equipment and item-wise. Oh, good news. I'll take that. Because we do have sources of rock candies, pick-me-ups, and, red essences, should we need them. I want to stay away from chemicals, as the squash is gonna be munchkin food. Yeah! Again, y'all do what y'all want to do when it comes to raising your plants, but that's what Spirit and I have done ever since we've really been into farming and gardening, is we've just tried to be as natural as possible. Like, literally, hi Johnny, literally, one of our methods for killing weeds is just getting a big old tarp and putting it out over a stretch of land that we want to cultivate. And just letting time and heat do its thing. Easy's fine. We do have to be careful though, because this is a physical fight, and Johnny is physical, but he should only have 600 HP. I like mowing as short as possible and using a weed barrier, it's easy. Mowing is also handy, for sure. What is a weed barrier though? I don't believe I've ever heard of one. I like how he just sits there. Star? Dang. There was a chance we could get a star off of the Jagger fight. Okay, so that was Johnny in Jagger. Did that. That was Valentina. Alright, who are the first two fights gonna be? Boomer. Ooh. This could be a little scary. Oof. This Boomer is also physical. Any physical users on the Jinx fights is scary. Because Jinx is physical. And boosted physical, really. Yeah, now we have to go through the other bosses, which don't take long and do offer an amount of experience. Hi, Dodo. Oof. But it's either the Jagger fight or it's the third Jinx fight that's a chance for, the stars. Woo! A little scary. Happening with patio and gardening, it's kind of like a thin cloth-like tarp, comes in a roll. Oop, yep, give me that HP. And Bowser and Mallow do not matter. Alright, and then we're gonna fight... I mean, we haven't seen, what's-his-face? One more Sleepy Bomb, thank goodness. So we fought essentially all of the bosses from the factory. And this guy has 1000 HP, but it's split up between him and his minions. Ouch. Using the flower garden home, cut a hole for your roses, keeps the weeds from going. Oh! Yes! I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Spirit's kind of been trying to come up with some other methods aside from just putting down plastic, which is still fine and valid. Absolutely. So he's been trying to come up with some other, like, methods of, like, making aircrete toppers that just sit on the surface of the ground exactly like the tarp with the holes in the center molded into them. So it not only protects it from weeds, it also keeps it insulated from dehydration or heat, extreme cold, all that. It's just a method he's come up with, which is really fascinating. Hey, we got a star! Let's go! One more to go! One more to go! We will take that, though. Of course. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 bosses left we could go and find these from. Could be a market for something if he creates something that works well. True, that's exactly it. That's what he was hoping for. Because he's made them and used them really effectively in our yard, and he's had people show interest in them. It's just, you know, life and other projects and stuff, and just haven't been able to, you know, pick up work and development on it. And he has built a lot of systems for it in the past. Alright, we're gonna go to Beat Valley. I know whoever Belome 2 is waiting for us down in Belome's temple, but it's such a long walk. But then, you know, lo and behold, it might have been the one boss that has the star. But still, these are 2 quick bosses, and we need to open up Great Guy's Casino anyway for endgame. Marketing takes time for sure. Like, I mean, marketing has been fine because he's been active, like, with a lot of farm groups. Sup, Jinx. One more time. He's been active with a lot of farm groups. He's active in, like, the Chamber of Commerce and Rotary for our area. So he's been able to, like, show it to a lot of people. It's just, you know, hasn't been able to spend a lot of time developing it and building enough product in order to sell it. Woo! Ow. That hurt. And this guy's gonna have a lot of HP, unfortunately. Uh-oh. Dang it. Alright, pick me up. This is why we keep the pick-me-ups. Because Peach is close to getting her revive. We've just gotta keep her alive. Yeah, frickin' Jinx 3, though. Frickin' Jinx 3. He hurts. Bigger. Okay, this is his last phase. Ow. Nope. One-hit KO guard, punk. Alright. Let's get her more HP. Okay, no star. What do we got? Tenor card. That is an item back, or it opens up more shop items in a Tapple Pond. Okay, we're going to save. And go fight Box Boy. Yay! We got a nice shy away! Thank goodness. Oh, it actually could use another Sleepy Bomb. Considering if we do run into Gun Yoke, since they are susceptible to Sleepy Bombs. And who's in here? Oh, Hammer Brothers! Ooh, this could or could not be scary. Because they have 900 HP split between them, they could still hit hard. miss. Okay, that's one. Alright, good stuff. No star, though. Alright, so what we got? Hammer Brothers. We have Jinx 3. Did these two fights. Oh yeah, we saw Dodo. Croco 2? I do believe. Boomer. Yeah. Alright. Alright, we're gonna open up the way to Knife Guy, or Great Guy's Casino. No! Come back this way! You nerd! Thank you! Yeah, so it's just as simple as resetting. We've been trolled by him before. And then we can get out of here. Now this is the ideal order for checking the bosses, checking the items, and just opening up Knife Guy, Great Guy, because it kicks you out to the world map, it's open, and you don't have to go back there. Let me just go through Land's End, even though it's going to take 6 minutes or so. Try to go fast. Because again, we've had instances where the last star was on Belome 2. And I'd just rather... Oops. I'd rather get that out of the way. Ah, no! I jumped the gun! Easy's fine. Go on, B. Ah! Dang it. Alright. Only a couple seconds, but it was gonna be cool. What's up? Alright, now these guys do have a chance of dropping pick-me-ups. Not that we're hurting for them, since we could get them from a shop. But it's better than having to go back to a shop for them. Though I do need to remember where we got the rock candies. So I can go and stock up on those before we go to Final Smithy. Yeah, I would like to get back to us doing our garden, though. Really, again, it's a lot for one person. It's not near as much for 2 people, but again, just sometimes life be lifing, and sometimes it's just felt like we haven't had enough time to even mow the grass, because we have so much of it. And the only other thing is, like, I used to love taking our little riding mower and mowing the grass, but just... because we've had it for so long, you know, Spirits had to replace parts on it, and one of the times he kind of had to replace the brakes on it, so it was kind of wonky. So it, like, wouldn't brake unless you, like, turned it off or turned the key off. So I don't know. Then, of course, you have to be careful against, like, sunburn and all that noise. Though since I do have... I have work overalls, and I've also got a shade umbrella. So if and when I do get back on the riding mower, I could probably be okay. Garden's full of weeds, I just pull enough to fit my plants. True. Get back here, you nerd! I have to go back out and weed more. Yep, they grow quick. I will agree. Almost no matter the circumstances. But I will say our blueberry bush is starting to ripen up. Like there's a couple of little outliers that are starting to ripen up that look really nice. But the whole thing, or the majority of it, probably won't be ready for like another week or two. Because even the outliers aren't fully ripe yet, like they're just starting to color. So we've still got a little bit of time before the blueberries come in. Woo! 3 levels! Boop. There. Alright, we are close to getting our party where we want to be level-wise. Also, Peach has come back, and we do need that. And then we got one more star, because I can afford it. Strawberry plants will be your next fruit investment. Strawberries are so good. Like, we actually have wild strawberry plants, so Spirit has brought in a couple of, like, little teeny tiny strawberries that tasted really good. There we go. Yeah, it's like what we've got blueberries, we've got gooseberry bush? I think is what it is. I forget exactly. But they look like little tiny blackberries. Yes, please. Not fighting formless. We're not really gonna worry with the chests either. Oh, right, I gotta take the fortune. Dadgummit. And I don't really feel like going down to the vault. We don't have a need for it down there. Have a crabapple tree, never eaten them, just leave them for the birds. That's smart too. Like, we have a lot of things. Hi. Mega Smilax. We have a lot of things that the animals love to eat in our yard. 100%. Including the blueberries, so if we're not careful, and we're not diligent enough to pick them, they will eat them all. Yeah, it's like we've got oak trees, pine trees, other different types of flowers. He's also got... It's not a, like, lime tree. Like, it is and it isn't, but I'm forgetting what it was called. Like a hardy lime, I think? He's got, like, a hardy lime bush somewhere. Can't say I blame them, I'd eat them too. True. Like, I'd like to get enough to where we can make an amount of blueberry syrup. Just so we can use it in, like, our drinks, or make our classic blueberry lemonade refresher, as we do. Because it's very good. Oh my gosh. Alright, can we see a star? Can we see a star? Please and thank you. It sounds amazing. It is. It's very good. Because again, really all it is just our blueberry syrup, which is like just blueberries, a little bit of water, and an amount of sugar. I'd have to ask Spirit for the specifics. And even the ratio of lemonade to blueberry syrup for that, but and then just make the lemonade. Yes! Let's go! We got our stars! And we're not too low level, I would say. So this absolutely has a chance of being sub 2 hours. Let's go! I followed my gut and it was true! Oh man, feels good. Anyway, but we make the lemonade, and we've even made like individual servings of lemonade based off of the ratio that's on like the big bottles of lemon juice that you get in the store. Woo! Alright, we're gonna make one or two detours. Again, I've got to remember where the rock candies are, because we do need to consolidate our inventory. Honestly don't need that many pick-me-ups. Don't need the sleepy bombs. Honestly don't need that. Shouldn't really need all this stuff, because that's just going to be to pick up Peach. What do you guys have? Not the rock candies. Oh gosh, where was it? I want to find the rock candies. Nimbus Land? Or was it Marymore? Again, sometimes I think about making mental notes as to where some of the good endgame items are, and then I completely forget. Dang it. Yeah, just, again, basic lemonade recipe, combine some of the blueberry syrup, probably take out some of the, syrup, or some of the sugar that's in the syrup. Some of the sugar that's in the lemonade, because you're already going to be putting sugar in it because of the blueberry syrup. There it is. Okay, thank goodness. Max out. Because again, I'll probably have... Dang it. I'll probably have Toadstool chucking those. Thank you. Oh, wait. I need to come down here anyway, because I wanted to do the... star thing. Woo! Not a bad star distribution. IMHO. Get her more HP. Okay, again, we are a little low considering how quickly we have beaten this, but I think we've done with less before. I think we've done without pick-me-ups, a lot of rock candy, so I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. We're gonna go in here to Land's End, we're gonna save, and then we're gonna go to Smithy. And we do need to run ads, but I think we're gonna go ahead and run them while the Smithy fight is going on. As we do. Y'all know the drill. So I'm gonna go ahead and get them out of the way. You're not gonna miss anything. It's just gonna be the typical Smithy fight. Nothing too crazy. But we'll get them out of the way so you guys don't miss the end game. And I'll see you guys on the other side, and I appreciate your patience. Alright. Everybody should have endgame. Everybody's endgame. We got what we need. Let's go. Let's go! Yes. Let's go, Smithy! I used to take down Smelter, but now I just kind of want to focus down Smithy so we can get to phase 2 faster. Because we should be powerful enough to just take out any of the shy guys that come through. Okay, perfect. I always gauge what kind of defense or stats that we have based off of that first sledge attack, since it's undodgeable. We do have to be careful, because magic could hurt. This shouldn't, because it gets a fire attack. to get your jammers and everything out because this is still such a bop. Get this guy out. I'm gonna have Peach heal, just in case. Okay. His scariest spell is a meteor shower. Speaking of, meteor swarm, excuse me. Yep, oh. Huh. Ooh boy. Ooh boy. We have some choices to make. Go ahead and heal up and just hope we don't get spells back to back. Oh gosh. Oh, okay. Oh, the sledge was the best option. Good. Ah, dang it, it's phase 2. We should get a chance for Peach to heal on the next turn, though. But, perfect timing. Ad break is over. We just wrapped up phase 2. It got a little scary there. Because, Mario fell down. And we had a Shiper out. So we could have gotten double magic and wiped our party. But we didn't. We, used one of our pick-me-ups on him just because I wanted Peach to use Group Hug. So we got very fortunate. And now we're just mashing. Now I'm gonna sip my juice. Again, just that combination of coconut water and orange juice. Very refreshing. Okay, good. Get that heal. It's fine. Ow! Rude. No damage. Oh, we might all need to chuck rock candies. We might all need to chuck rock candies at this guy. Let's just therapy to save some HP, some MP, FP. Stop shooting her, you piece of crap! This is why we bring the pick-me-ups. Smithy's got us down, because he took out the healer first. Alright, rock candies, because we can't do over 300 right now. Again, kind of the risk. Nice. Kind of the risk you take when you go in here a little lower level. 14, 15 is kind of the baseline, I feel, for being the safest. One hit KO guard, punk. Alright. This phase we do physical. Because Magic Head is weak to physical. Oof. Still hurts. Hey, double Magic Head. Love to see it. I would like it better than Safe Head. Hug. Okay, that actually kind of hurt. And Mario's defense is low. Interesting. Oh gosh. Don't want to risk using my pick-me-ups. But we also kind of need to heal. Let me do this. I'm gonna heal these two. We'll pick up Gino next time. Let's go! What's up, Mike? Made it just in time for the end. Which is a little scary. Ooh, okay. Still hitting hard. Oh my gosh. Okay, I've got to do this. Might have maybe should have brought in more pick-me-ups. But, you know. If need be, I'll put a red essence on Peach. But because we're getting so much Magic Head, we haven't had a chance to use our rock candies. Ow! Rude. Okay. Save Head is, or Treasure Head is fine. Treasure Head is actually preferable. Because it's all status effects. All status effects, and we guard against them all. Alright, you know what? Back to rock candies. Mario's a little low, but we should still be able to heal him. Or he should survive something. Magic Head again. Wow. Oh, you jerk. You jerk. Let's see if we can get a heal. Then we'll pick up Mario next turn. I just don't want to use up all my pick-me-ups. Otherwise we're really backed into a corner. Risk it for the biscuit. We've got to pick up Mario. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Okay. Living by the skin of our teeth. And there we got it! Woo! Sub 150! We will take that! We will take that! Oh, man. Yeah, GG, people. Good stuff. Get that good stretch in. Thank you for the fireworks. Oh, man. That was a good seed. That was a really good seed. Oh my word. Again, this is why I play those settings, from just trying to drive the time down and whatnot. Because again, we've played with a lot of the different difficulty settings and such, and really that's just, you know, solving however we're gonna get the highest damage and the best party members based off of equipment shuffler, stat shuffler, spell shuffler, etc. So we have done that in the past. I just really wanted to see how far I could drive this time down with these settings. But then again, it's also the RNG as to where the stars are. Again, I know I always dodge around Belome's temple because it takes 6 minutes to enter to beating Belome to find out if there's a star in there. You get some XP, you do get some items and stuff, but still, sometimes it's not there. We have been proven wrong, and we were definitely proven wrong today. Dadgummit. So, I am so glad I just went with my gut, at least, and decided not to go to Nimbus Land and all of those fights and just went to Belome and got the final star, so who knew? And again, we were right on the cusp of, like, being just enough, but you saw how much we were kind of struggling between using our pick-me-ups, reviving party members, and everything. So we were right on the cusp, level and equipment-wise, almost of wiping our party on Fort. But we did it, and I'm happy with it. I do enjoy these settings, though. But I am willing to take on challenges in the future. Again, Twitch chat has the ability to make up seeds for me to play, no matter what they are, and such. And maybe one day we will play an all sanity, or like throw on more settings with like 7 stars, Bowser's Castle, Party Shuffler, Equipment Shuffler, all that fun stuff. If it's gonna be longer, it just might as well just have like a lot more shenanigans and fun stuff and everything. Man, good stuff. This is why I always come back to SMRPG Randomizer, because it's such a good time. It's such a good time. What else was there? Yeah, didn't have to go to Nimbus Land. Didn't have to go in the volcano. I will absolutely take that. Oh, man. Yeah, SMRPG is just kind of one of those games that just gives me good feels. I've told you guys about all the nostalgia I had for it as a child. It's gonna be one of my top games, probably for the rest of my life. Like, OG was great, Remake was fantastic. I'm also kind of getting the itch for low level at some point. We will see. Like, I want to do, like, all of the challenges, but it's just, like, figuring out where to, like, fit it all in. Oh, man. Because I know there are gamers that also still regularly race the Remake low level and all that noise. But we'll see. And we'll have a good time with it. Maybe we can get some buds in and do it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we will go ahead and watch the parade. Again, I didn't even know if we were gonna land on SMRPG today, but I knew I wanted to go fast, so I'm really happy with this time. When exactly is low level? Well, I am glad you asked. For those of you that are new-ish to the SMRPG lore, low level is a challenge, also created by I believe, where you go through SMRPG playing with the lowest level possible in the game and beating it with that way. And the way you do that is you get to a certain point in the game, and I'm trying to remember where it is. Excuse me. You can get items that can help you bring up the minigame, the lucky minigame, where you can gamble away your experience, and that's exactly what it is. I think right after Moleville, you can pick up the lucky egg, and it triggers that. A bomb and a flame. A bomb and a Potaboo getting married by the director, the ninja director. Who knew? Sounds like a hot match to me, chat. Thank you for the bless yous. But, I'll see if I can TLDR this. You pick up an item in Moleville, Lucky Egg. You have to use it every time in a battle, because once you reach the point where you can start to gamble your experience away, you can't gain any more experience, otherwise it's not low level. So everybody from that point to the end of the game, I don't remember all the specifics, but I remember Mario and Mallow are level 3. Yes. Level 3, level 4. Gino might be level 6. Bowser's level 8, and I think Peach is level, like, 8, 9, or 10. Again, I forget the exact specifics because I have not successfully completed a low-level run. The information is out there. If you just Google SMRPG speedruns, there's a whole kit and caboodle out there for people, especially with low level and whatnot. But yeah, you basically have to run your equipment, your items, your phases, and you have to gamble every single boss fight until you lose all of your experience by getting the lucky minigame and getting the fuzzy egg that takes away all of your experience. And that's from Moleville all the way to the end of the game, no matter what. And that's low level in a nutshell. Again, I have done low level before in a remake. Gosh, last year? I think it was last year. Let me see. I don't think it was this year. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, it was last year. Last year in January. It sounds kind of brutal. It can be. It can be. But it can be a lot of fun. It can be a longer run. I forget what the world record is for OG right now. I know in our remake, I got to Boomer XOR, and that was right about 10 hours or so. And I was just like, I can't do anymore. I know I've got, because Boomer XOR is like the big hurdle when it comes to gambling your experience, since you have to do it back to back, and you've got to get lucky on both of them in order to gamble it away. But, I know Remake is a little more friendly, but there's all kinds of tips and tricks. There's a whole route out there in terms of OG and in terms of Remake and everything else. So, it's out there. It is possible, but it does take a lot of time. It does take a lot of time. It's Super Mario RPG. I haven't played this favorite Mario game in a long time. Welcome in, Gamer Shades. It is a fantastic game. We just finished the Randomizer, which is also fantastic. One of my, still say SMRPG is still one of my favorite games to this day. Probably will be for the rest of my life. The OG is fantastic. The remake is fantastic. Like, oh man. Just gives you the good feels from all of this, from the parade, all that noise. Like, this is where it started. Like, this is where the Mario RPG franchise started. From the Mario and Luigi games, the Paper Marios, all that noise. And it's so good, and I'm so glad Nintendo and Square Enix did a remake so many years ago, because it was so good too. But yeah, low level is definitely a challenge, and it is definitely better to do it with buds. Of course, so that's why sometimes you have people that get together and do a lot of those races and such. We will see. We will see. Well, I play the remake, but I don't have the Nintendo Switch. Understandable. Maybe you might get lucky, and with all of the trade-ins for like a Switch to Switch 2, maybe you could acquire one for a decent price. That's always possible. But yeah, I do recommend the remake. It is fantastic. I have played the remake. I've played it at least twice, and I played it at least 3 times on stream for you guys, since we did do low level on remake a year and a half ago. So that was good times. And now try it blindfolded. Oh. Oh my gosh. I have no idea how you could... Someone's probably done it, maybe possibly, but I have no idea how you would go about defining what it would be beating the game blindfolded. I know there's lots of speedrunners and other people that are very talented at their games that have done stuff blindfolded. Like, I know Fire Dragon has done Luigi's Mansion blindfolded because he's a pro at that. I don't know, that would take some specifics. Absolutely. Is this a hack? This is the Randomizer. This is SMRPG Randomizer, where it's still basically still playing SMRPG, but you go through it, you can shuffle the bosses, you can shuffle your party, you can shuffle your party's appearances. The stars are randomized amongst all the bosses, so you don't know where the stars are. There's all kinds of things you can tweak with it, but the randomizer is what this is, and it's a lot of fun. Again, gets that good nostalgia feel while also kind of adding a little bit of a challenge and just some nice little tweaks and stuff here and there. Also fireworks. Yeah, I'm so glad we landed on an SMRPG today. This was definitely something I needed. Because it's such a happy game. It's such a happy game for me, at least. It's so charming. And we had such a good run. We had such a good seed this time around. Now let me see. I think we're gonna mess up the timer, but that's fine. I forget what my command is. There it is. But if you want to check it out, there is the link in the chat for the randomizer, which has setup guides for both the randomizer, has a decent player's guide as well. It also links the Discord, which has to do with everything SMRPG speedruns for SNES, for Switch, randomizers, races, low level, you name it, it's on there. Yeah, such a good time. I really do love this game. But that is why we have a chance of playing this on Wednesdays, because Wednesdays are for randos. Yeah, that was a good time though, but I'll see y'all in the next one.